Into our Pioneer post game. Before we chat with Coach Burton, wanted to go through the final. Tusculum tied at 68, 5:04 to play. Then missed shot, missed three, missed shot, missed free throw, front end of a 1-and-1, missed three, missed free throw, front end of a 1-and-1, missed free throw, front end of a 1-and-1, and then that missed shot, two missed free throws, and then the made shot that was negated by the illegal screen, which was the sixth of the game against the Pioneers. Joined by Pioneer coach J.T. Burton. I'm sorry to kind of say that about that, but I think we talk about this team as far as, we got to learn how to win down the stretch and do some things right. I know that this game is summed up based on turnovers, free throws, and second chance opportunities, and that's basically the way you can add all of this up.
First of all, hats off to those guys over there, man. That's great. They do a really good job. I mean, he's got a young team, and he ain't had much returning from last year, right. And they do a really good job. But we starting off, we kind of start off kind of slow, and then the biggest thing is I circled on the papers is free throws. Yeah. Coming down the stretch, I mean, we still had a chance. We cut the lead. We did a very good job because they hit 9 threes the first half. I didn't think they could, keep it up the second half, and which they didn't hit 3. But coming down the stretch, you still had a chance to win the game. Yeah. You go 1 for 7 at the free throw line. You're not winning too many games on the road at home, period.
This team, I think, came out and punched us in the mouth a little bit. I thought we did a good job withstanding that punch. What was it that they were doing that was kind of getting them some looks? Were they just making some tough shots?
They was making some shots, and again, we get out of place in our zone. I mean, guys are in the wrong place. The guys, come with communicating, and the guys are thinking, and it's going to take a little more time than I want, but that's okay. That's what we're here for, to help these guys, and these kids keep playing hard. That's the one thing they continue to do is play hard, and that's all you can ask, and then the rest of it will come.
I think a lot of it last year, too, for this team, they get down the way they did at halftime, they would have thought, well, they're hitting threes, we're just not going to make it back. You go on that 8-0 run to really spark that second half. Press the way that team did. You talk about the first 5 minutes of that second half. The team responded to you today as well.
Yeah, they did, and that's what I always tell them at the halftime, whether we up or down, the first 5 minutes is very important to any game. I mean, because, especially on the road, I knew that was their first game. They played, their record doesn't speak how good this team is, and I knew they was coming home, and I knew that they was going to come out, and I told the guys, I said, guys, hey, you got to withstand that punch, and we did. I mean, we're a young team and a new team, and we did what we were supposed to do. Just unfortunate, got to make free throws.
Yeah. Well, you talk about you're a new team as well. It's still teams learning some chemistry. So the final 5 minutes for us. The first 5 minutes was great. Second half, final 5 minutes, I kind of documented that. That's the area that I think it's winning time. You got to learn to win and put that down. But were you upset with or disappointed with the execution of what we had down the final 5 minutes?
I put that on me. That's not those guys' fault. That's all my fault because I got to do a better job of putting them in a situation, especially in practices. So, that's on me. That's something my staff and I has got to get better at, and we will. We'll work on it, and we got to be able to draw up some plays to get them a good-looking shot. If they miss it, then okay. But I got to do a better job of getting these guys in a better situation.
You get frustrated a little bit because of the way a game may or may not be called. There was a few things I think that were missed here today, and a lot of illegal screens. Is it something that we're not doing right, or just is that a point of emphasis this year?
Yeah, it's a point of emphasis. I mean, you can't, before you can get low and wide. That's what you used to teach them. And now, in my eyes, I don't think we're setting good enough screens. But obviously tonight, I mean, it's just, it's just the way it is. Life on the road. I mean, it's nobody's fault. We can't say it's the referee's calling and all that good stuff. That's just part of it. We got to do a better job to adjusting, and that's one of the reasons why. Hopefully, when we get in conference, when we get on the road, that's why we play these road games. We got to get better at it.
This is, you put some of it on you, but you've got to make free throws. Team's got to. There's a couple of guys out there that go to the line in crucial situations, playing a lot of minutes in this contest as well. And I know it's a lot of, and I hear you say, guys, get in the gym after practice, get in the gym, get your free throws up. A lot of it's muscle memory, I guess, there. But is it right now mental for this team?
Yeah, a lot of it is. But again, a lot of it is when you, as a basketball player, you're thinking, especially when you try to, you're hearing me over yelling, you got your teammates yelling, and you got to wonder what you have to do on the defensive end. So again, I'm not putting all that on those guys. I can't do that because me as a coach, as the head coach, I have to make sure that those guys are concentrating. When they're in the gym, they're doing what they're supposed to as far as shooting free throws. We'll put a little bit more emphasis on it. Guys got to get in the gym on their own, which these guys do. Yeah. I can't say that. So, we got to do a little bit better job of concentration. But again, that fall back on me. I got to get better. I got to make sure that they're in there when they're in shooting gym or shooting free throws. We're doing a lot better job of concentrating.
Thought Lees McCray made some crazy shots in this game right there at the end of the first half, but they gave themselves second chance opportunities. And that's that's what they fought, and you're giving them props, and I would too, because their effort, I think, tonight here in front of this home crowd, they didn't want to go to 0-4, and I think you sense that a little bit. They kind of lost the youth in the team late. They kind of didn't execute right. They took some maybe quick shots and those types of things, but I think it's a little bit because their crazy shots were going down in the first half. Is that disappointing to know that it's a team that you probably played really good defense and they just made some shots?
I mean, when you play in zone and you got a good team like this that plays as hard as they do and shoot the ball as well as we talked about in the pregame, you hope they don't make 9, but you know they're gonna make some. I mean, it's just gonna happen. I mean, you'll see teams that'll make some shots. It's unbelievable. But the thing is, can you do it to hold the entire game? And you see the second half, we made an adjustment on our zone, and guys did a really good job of being in the spot, and so they only hit 3. But then again, it goes back to 15 offensive rebounds. I don't know how many points they scored off of those rebounds.
18.
But okay, see, you get 15 rebounds, give up 15 offensive rebounds, and give up 18 points off of that, and then you go 1 for 7 down the stretch. You're not gonna win too many games anyway, and that's something that we're gonna get better at. I promise you that.
All right, different team that we'll see Monday, and you're talking about a youthful team. You're going to talk about a lead team that's kind of been together and they've kind of been through it. This is a good team that we're going to face Monday. How much does the fatigue factor start to play effect because of what we've done here on the road?
No fatigue factor. I mean, that's why we did the 6 a.m.s. That's why we got up 6 a.m.s and did our conditioning. This is what, I thought they did a really good job coming down the stretch as well, as far as not getting fatigued. I mean, we made some turnovers there and there, but that's going to happen. So, I don't think the fatigue factor will play a part in it. I mean, guys, it's mental. Now it's mental. You know what I mean? And we got to do a better job of playing the mental game with those guys. And then we will. We'll go in tomorrow. We'll watch film. We'll go to church. And then we'll come back and get ready to go to the league.
Unfortunate today. Best of luck to you Monday. We'll see you then.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
That's JT Burton. The Pioneers fall here today to the Lees-McRae Bobcats. Final of 71-68. Back to Rapid.